All right, welcome in, everyone. We're diving deep today, getting into a book with a title that I gotta say really caught my eye. The Secret Door to Success.
Ooh, yeah. There's something kind of mysterious about that, isn't there? Makes you wonder what's behind that door.
Exactly. And this book by Florence Scovel Shinn, it promises to be a guide to reaching, that fulfillment we're all looking for, but not through the usual self-help stuff.
Right. It's not about those typical productivity hacks or anything like that. This one's all about like spiritual principles and harnessing the power of positive thinking.
Yeah, and that's what I found so interesting. Florence Shinn, she blends these like biblical teachings with some pretty metaphysical ideas.
It's a combo you don't see every day. Definitely makes you curious how those two things, seemingly very different concepts, actually work together to lead to success.
Absolutely. So let's just jump right in. The central metaphor here, as you might have guessed from the title, is this secret door to success. What pops into your head when you hear that phrase?
Hmm. Well, for me, it brings up images of like a hidden passageway or maybe like a doorway to some incredible opportunity you didn't even know existed.
Right, like it's something special, something kind of, I don't know, exclusive.
Yeah, exactly. And the core idea that Shin presents is that achieving success, it's not about this constant struggle or pushing yourself to the limit. It's more about aligning yourself with these like universal laws of abundance.
Okay, so not just grinding it out, right? But what does it actually mean to align ourselves with these like universal laws? How do we make that happen in real life?
It's a great question. And it's kind of like imagine a farmer planting seeds. They got to
Oh,
prepare the soil, right? They got to sow the seeds and then they have to nurture their growth.
so we're talking about setting the right conditions.
Exactly. It's about cultivating an inner state that's conducive to success. It's about, creating that fertile ground internally rather than just focusing on all the external actions we take.
Interesting. So it's not just about doing, it's about being.
Yeah, it's about aligning your inner world with your outer goals.
Okay, so less forcing, more flowing. Got it. So Shin talks about three key elements to this: faith, affirmations, and expectancy.
Yeah, those are the pillars. And they might sound more like, spiritual practices than your typical goal setting
They really
strategies.
do. They're not exactly smart goals, are they?
Not in the traditional sense, but
Yeah.
they're powerful tools. Let's break them down a bit. Starting with faith. In this context, it's not just about like religious faith, although that can be a part of it.
Right, it's bigger than that.
It's more about this like deep, unshakable trust in a higher power, maybe even in the universe itself, that it's supporting you, guiding you along the way. It's this sense of knowing, really knowing that you're not alone in this pursuit of success.
Like having this unwavering confidence, even when things get tough, that there's something bigger at play.
Absolutely. And then we have affirmations. It's the practice of consciously using the power of words to align our thoughts and beliefs with what we want to achieve.
It's like we're using words to shape our reality, to create the outcomes we desire.
Yeah, it's like think of it as reprogramming your subconscious mind. You're using these positive statements to reinforce your goals, to kind of imprint them on your inner world.
Powerful stuff.
Uh-huh.
I've dabbled in affirmations myself, and it's amazing how they can shift your perspective. But what about those times when, fear and doubt start creeping in? How do we deal with those internal roadblocks, those negative thoughts that try to sabotage our efforts?
That's where the awareness piece comes in. Shin emphasizes the importance of, like, first noticing those negative patterns, those thoughts that aren't serving us.
Becoming aware of the inner critic, right?
Exactly. It's about recognizing that voice, but not letting it run the show. Instead, it's about consciously choosing to replace those thoughts with something more empowering.
Choosing faith over fear.
Yes. It's about shifting from a place of fear and scarcity to a place of trust and abundance, believing in your own worthiness and the infinite power of, good, for lack of a better word, to guide and support you.
So we're not ignoring the challenges, but we're transforming how we respond to them internally. We're changing the script.
Exactly. And this brings us to the third element, expectancy.
Okay, tell me more about expectancy.
It's about cultivating a deep inner knowing that success is inevitable. It's about acting as if your goals are already a reality, even before you see tangible results.
So we're not chasing after success. We're attracting it by embodying the feeling of already having achieved it.
You got it. Think about it. Like, have you ever had a time when you truly believed in something, like really, really believed, and then it seemed to just manifest in your life?
Yeah, actually, I can think of a few times when that happens, like when you have that unwavering belief, things just seem to fall into place.
Exactly. That's the power of expectancy. And one thing I love about Shinn's writing is how she uses these vivid parables and practical affirmations to bring these concepts to life.
Yeah, the stories really help make it all click. Is there a particular example from the book that stands out to you, something that really resonated?
There's this one parable about a woman searching for the perfect apartment. She's looking and looking, but nothing feels quite right. And then she starts using affirmations, telling herself, "My perfect apartment is already waiting for me."
She's speaking it into existence.
Yes, and she keeps affirming this, even though she hasn't found the apartment yet. And then, what happens? She stumbles upon this amazing place in a totally unexpected way. It wasn't even on her radar, but it was everything she'd ever wanted.
Wow, talk about alignment.
Yeah.
That story really shows how our thoughts and beliefs can shape our reality. So
Yeah.
inspiring. But let's get practical for a moment. We've talked about these principles, but how do we actually open that secret door and start experiencing success in our own lives?
Well, Shin provides a practical framework. One of the key things she emphasizes is visualization. It's about creating a crystal clear mental picture of your desired outcome.
Painting a picture in our minds,
Yes, it's about like watching a movie of your success in your mind's eye, feeling the emotions as if it's happening right now, really engaging all your senses.
immersing ourselves in the experience.
Exactly. And she also talks about the importance of using words of power, those positive affirmations we talked about, to align our words and thoughts with what we want to achieve.
Words have power. I'm a firm believer in that. But what about taking action? Does Shin address that too?
Absolutely. She calls it inspired action. It's about taking steps guided by intuition and inner wisdom, trusting that the path will naturally unfold as you move forward.
So it's not just about any action, but action that's aligned with our inner guidance.
That's it. It's about listening to that inner voice, that gut feeling, and taking those steps that feel right, those steps that are in harmony with your purpose.
So it's a beautiful balance of inner work and outer action, all guided by a deep sense of trust and alignment with our higher purpose.
I love it. This deep dive has definitely been thought-provoking. It's such a powerful reminder that success is not just about what we do, but about who we are, about our mindset and beliefs.
And that those beliefs, they really can shape our reality. It's
Yeah.
incredible. The Secret Door to Success. It's not just a book. It's an invitation to shift our perspective, to tap into that untapped potential within ourselves. So as we wrap up, I'd love to leave you with a question. If success truly is an inside job, what one small shift in your thinking could you make today to start opening your own secret door?
Great question. I'll have to ponder that myself.
Me too. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. Until next time.